John Jones will be taking on Ciryl Gane this Saturday, March 4th, in what is going to be probably the biggest MMA event in a while. This will be John Jones' return to the octagon after a 3-year hiatus after his last bout, where a lot of people were questioning John Jones and whether or not his sharpness and his unbeaten streak could actually be upheld. He'll now be moving up to the heavyweight weight class, where he'll be taking on arguably the best heavyweight in MMA today after we saw Francis Ngannou's departure. So, do you think that John Jones will be able to take down this test and prove once again that he is the best fighter in the world? In my opinion, I think John Jones is clear here. I think John Jones will be able to pick apart Ciryl Gane as he has other opponents in the past, but I do believe that this will be his toughest test to date. We've seen John Jones face a lot of guys who were part-time light heavyweight, part-time heavyweights, but we've never seen him fight a true heavyweight, and especially one that is as bouncy, as light on their feet, and as technically gifted as Ciryl Gane is. I think you'd be a fool to discount Ciryl Gane. So today we're going to check out both men's highlights and their top 5 UFC finishes from both sides to get a clear view of who we think is going to win this fight. First up, it's Ciryl Gane when he fought Junior Dos Santos. Now this was an absolute masterclass. Ciryl had Dos Santos folding. Arguable there that might have been to the back of the head. Arguable, but still, I think that Dos Santos was fading from that other right hook that sort of... He was out on his feet a bit.
Really stung Junior with that.
Bang, it was an elbow.
That hurt him. Ducks
Ducked under, bang, gets the knee to the body, bang, right
and
there.
This is the one that Junior was complaining about.
Pretty clear that was to the back of the head, though, in my opinion.
He's good, doing a good job defensively, though.
And here we have John Jones versus Chito Vera. Now, if you're talking about an elbow specialist, this is that guy. John Jones is an anomaly when it comes to UFC, and the elbowing, he's unparalleled in that realm.
John Jones was hurt.
You can see Chito just folding up and...
That's it. It is all over.
Yeah.
Wow. John
wasn't
Jones
even competition. If you were watching the UFC during this era, it genuinely seemed like John Jones was untouchable, and no one even knew if anyone would come along that could even make this guy look defeatable until that Gustafsson fight.
Brandon Vera. Wow. He might have a fractured orbital here, Mike.
Bang!
That is just...
I was thinking the same thing.
Picture perfect. I mean, the way he's covering his eye there.
Yeah. And you could see he literally left a dent in this man's face. Now, next we got Ciryl Gane versus Pessoa.
They clapped arms and it was high impact with a soundtrack.
And here's where I think John might be at a disadvantage and he might come to his wit's end. John does very well in the clinch, especially when he has those elbows, those nice uppercut in his back pocket. However, Ciryl Gane is just going to be a naturally bigger guy, and he's going to be way better at carrying around that weight. So we'll get to see if the 3 years John Jones took to bulk up and get to heavyweight were put to use for him to get used to that body weight. But we'll see.
From the clinch, knee to the body for Gane.
I believe Pessoa does like a nice trip. There we go, but the momentum gets him rolled over, and that was the end of the fight there. Gets the, crossbody arm,
Look at this, look for a head and arm choke.
Head and arm choke, and it's over.
Wow. Now the thing is, the problem for Gane is
that, so it seems John Jones might have to look out for Ciryl Gane's wrestling as well, but we know that Ciryl Gane is not a wrestler. It's just not his style. He's a kickboxer at heart, and wrestling isn't his thing. So if John Jones is good, now this is UFC history right here. Clip, spins around, lands on him like a lion, like an apex predator, pounces on him. Elbows, left hands, keeps the head pushed down, elbows, and then it's ground and pound, and it's all over. Ref gives DC every chance to get up. He's not getting up from that. I love you, DC. Probably one of the greatest fighting commentators in the planet. But unfortunately, John Jones was always one step ahead of you. 1 picogram ahead of you, bro. Bang, 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 bang. Jesus. Oh, Derek Lewis is one of my favorites. This was heartbreaking to watch. But Gane picked him apart. It wasn't even close. Once he started covering up, ref could have ended it, but he gave Derek Lewis every chance. Derek Lewis fought back. The head kick lands, uppercut lands. Derek Lewis starts swinging those bombs that you got to be careful of. But Ciryl Gane's able to weather the storm, stay light on his feet. Caught him on the eye there, and it was over there from Derek Lewis. Couldn't stay on his feet. Ciryl Gane's too fast, too bouncy. And it's over. I could see this ending in so many different ways. Vitor Belfort, the standing choke by Jon Jones. This was so scary because I was sure in this moment Jon Jones was going to get his hand broken. He lifted Vitor off the floor while Vitor had his arm in a perfect lock.
He might break that arm, Mike.
He picks him up, able to bounce him out of his stance.
You know what? It's a little high now. I think he's out. He's out. Wow.
He gets Vitor up.
A wild exchange.
Those crazy kicks.
Yeah. Again, he
Vitor pulls him again, pulls guard.
Winds up on the bottom and side control here. Oh, he's going to get smushed.
Oh, I was thinking of Lyoto Machida. No, this is when he almost got him in the cross-arm crucifix and then ended up getting him in the Kimura and got him the tap. Ooh, that's a tight Kimura. Holy shit. Oh, yes, this was a slugfest. In France, too, on Cyryl's home ground. Ciryl Gane versus Tai Tuivasa, and it's a straight knockout. Another way that Gane might be able to win this. But I do think Jon will be a lot smarter than Derek Lewis, Tai Tuivasa, those heavy hitters. Ooh. Yeah, you could tell by the way he was on his. He let that shit ring. Bang! And you just saw him there, out on his feet.
Again, Tai Tuivasa trying to remain on the feet, but you can only take so much. Down he goes.
Hammer fist, and it's over. It was the uppercut that caught him.
Paris, an unbelievable performance, almost finished in round 2.
Yes, Jon Jones versus Shogun Rua, where Jon Jones became the youngest light heavyweight champion, or youngest champion in UFC history. This is where he showed that he is a predator. He just wouldn't stop from every angle. Unleashed hell. Bang. Body shot. Knee to the face. And it's all over. Jon Jones, the youngest champion in UFC history. If you couldn't tell, I'm a little biased towards Jon Jones. I've watched this man for almost my entire life. That body kick from Gane to Maya is just, he tries two. And if you know Jon Jones, you know that might be something he tries there. That spinning back elbow or that spinning back fist that Maya's tried there. I mean, we might see a couple of those, but I just hope it's not like this. That body kick was deadly. Bang, knee to the body. Bang, body shot again. Bang, knee to the head. Hands on the floor. Bang. Knee to the body again. Just destroying that midsection. Pulls him down to the floor. He tries to cover up there, but by this moment, Ciryl Gane knows the fight's over. And he gets the heel hook here, I'm pretty sure, right? Yup. Tap. Yup. Jesus Christ. So obviously Ciryl Gane knows what he's doing when it comes to going to the floor, which is going to take away a lot from Jon Jones and why he's not going to be able to just, threaten that takedown and make Ciryl afraid. Jon Jones isn't a wrestler. He's a monkey see, monkey do fighter where he learned his techniques and his strategies just from watching others, watching YouTube videos, and he's never been a wrestler. He's never been afraid of fighting wrestlers, but he's never been a wrestler himself or a power puncher or anyone that is stuck to a specific niche. So it works for him, but also against him.
On Dontel Mace, gets a body lock, gets the takedown, postures up beautifully here in the guard, drops back for the leg, and decides he's going to go for a heel hook with under 30 seconds, I believe. And he
wrenches it in.
Dontel's forced to tap.
Shit.
Here in the second round. And he did that.
Lyoto Machida. Ooh, what a shot. And this is why Jon Jones is so deadly with those elbows. If you see here, and I'll play it in slow motion too, if you watch very, very carefully, when Machida goes in,
and
he just bang. I think I might have even been wrong there. That wasn't even an elbow. I think it was more of a left hook, or a left straight, I should say. Bang! And it just caught him right on the sweet spot. It was a left straight. It wasn't even a elbow as I had thought. What I thought Jon Jones did was when Lyoto Machida rushed in, he lifted his elbow up like that and had Machida run into the elbow, but it was just a left straight right to the sweet spot. He kept Machida down, got the head secured, and a standing choke.
He's got a choke. Trying to choke
tight. And right here, Lyoto's out. And Jones is holding him up. This man is a killer. For my prediction for this 5-round championship fight, I think if it makes it to the 5th round and there's a decision, I think Ciryl Gane takes it, in my opinion. However, if there's a finish, I think it will be by Mr. Jon Jones himself, and I would say it's going to come in around the 3rd or 4th round. I'm going to go with 4th. A 4th round finish by Jon Jones or a decision win by Ciryl Gane. Anything else goes against my prediction, and I'm wrong, and it will shock me. But either way, I'm going to be watching that fight come March 4th. If you're going to be watching it too, leave a like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as we do more coverage on fights in the UFC, boxing, and also obviously music video reactions. Until next time, until the next video, Dreamers, out.